All right, Dalsson, tell me about Dark Future Blood Red States. What is
Well,
this?
it's surprisingly, from looking at it, you'll be surprised to learn that it is actually a strategy game, which you fight cars like you're in a big Mad Max thing. So it's kind of real time with pause. You see here, it's not a real pause. It's like very, very extremely slow motion, where you can target all of your guns that you have in the corner there, change your speed and whatnot, and then you can switch back to real time to execute all the things. So maybe like a KOTOR kind of deal.
Huh.
But due to the fact that it doesn't ever fully pause, it maintains that feeling of you're still driving along the road. You're slowing down to do stuff. A lot of your car has like a turret which can rotate all around, a back weapon which fires behind you, and a front weapon which fires in front of you. Here I have a shotgun turret, so I'm kind of just waiting for people to get close to me, and then I'm insta-giving them. There's a lot of really interesting stuff you can do with your vehicle. You can, for example, kit yourself out with just nothing but front armor and make yourself really heavy so that you can boost into people and flip them over, make them crash, all those cool cinematic car blow up sequences.
Your car has a holographic license plate for some reason.
It does. I did not get to customize my car looks-wise as much as I was expecting. I was expecting to be able to get all kinds of Mad Maxy looking shit there, right? But really, you get a speed racer looking car, and that's all you can get. You can color it, but that's it, unfortunately. As far as I could tell, I'm betting that you unlock more cars as you play. Its unlock system is a very
nebulous
very roguelike-y or roguelite-y unlock system. So you go through your runs, and the better you do, you'll unlock shit for the next run. But it's not shit to start with. It's unlock stuff that you can purchase in later runs to make yourself stronger. So you start out on ground zero every time.
Is there enough variety in the beginning? Because I feel like a lot of times when that happens, I feel like they don't always give you a lot of stuff to start with.
They have a decent amount of stuff to start with. Like, I found at least 3 or 4 different weapons for each of the front, back, middle thing. But like I said, you only get this one car to start off with, which I think is kind of a bummer.
Do you have to use the pause, or is it just helpful?
Unfortunately, you do have to use the pause, if only briefly enough because the only time that you can have your UI to shoot stuff is while you're paused. Like, you'll see it goes away.
That's
weird.
See,
there I just completed the mission. Now here's something I want to mention. There are a nice number of mission types. Like, there's a mission type where you escort a dude, which is not as shitty as it sounds. You'll see a couple coming up, but here's the cool screen. You get like emails, mostly spam emails at the end of every mission.
Oh, good.
That's in the apocalypse. Those spam guys are still out there, man.
So you see here, I'm about to add a rocket launcher onto my car here. But I am capped on weight, so the way you get more weight is by upgrading your engine. There's like a lot of upgrade systems to go through. You can even, if you look there where it says single mission ops on that shop screen, you can even buy a quote-unquote operator who is like an NPC car that will help you for your next mission, but they take a cut out of your reward.
How deep is the customization? Because I see some like bars and charts here, but like, is it just kind of linear upgrades, or?
Well, there's linear upgrades for your engine and your armor, right? Upgrading your engine makes you move faster, and you can carry more weight, which means you can put more of these mods on here. Like, I can't put any... I had to take off the armor that I had on the sides of my car in order to fit that rocket launcher onto the front of it.
Okay.
So you have to kind of manage your weight, and at the same time you have to... I don't know, you have to make sacrifices. The reason I decided to take the side armor off is because I usually only have enemies in front of or behind me. So I figure, okay, well, that's not going to be too bad. This one's really cool. It's like more of a death race type of mission. every so often you'll run into a blockade and you have to get past all of the blockades. You could technically do this mission without killing a single dude. Of course, I do shoot at them just because it's fun, you know. Yeah. You're not limited on ammo or anything. Each mission costs 1 fuel, and every time you do a mission, fuel goes up in price. So eventually, you're not going to have enough money to buy more fuel, and that's when your run ends.
That even in the near grimdark future, people still stick to their lanes.
Yeah.
That's just polite. I mean, if you're going to shoot at someone from the side of your car, you might as well at least be in your lane, you know? I mean, you could be driving on the wrong side of the road, sure, but at least you stick into your lane. That's all that matters.
It depends what country you're in. You could be in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I get over, I've just crossed the border. Cars will...
Speaking of the grimdark future, it is worth noting that this game takes place in the Warhammer Universe. Just thought you should know that.
It does take place in the Warhammer. See, you can even do cool stuff like that. So, like, it is real time. Like, you saw I just like kind of pushed the other car over into the blockade. So it's not just purely pause and shoot at dude and pause and shoot at dude. You can, like, real time do driving stunts and stuff. The pause is just to facilitate the shooting system.
Yeah.
But if you'll notice, all of these cars that are coming up against me look like the Mach 5.
Yeah.
And mine only doesn't because it's red and gold.
Yeah.
Which is best Space Marine colors. And yes, I did color it that way because of the 40K.
Excuse me, sir. The best Space Marine colors are black and black.
Well, you're wrong. But this game is actually Dark Future. Man, God Emperor hasn't like done whatever he did to exist.
Yeah, yet. He hasn't. He existed at this point. He just didn't like make himself known.
Oh, okay.
He existed before Warhammer fans.
Do you think he was like? Do you think that he was Mad Max? Do you think Mad Max? Is
he definitely was. In fact, he became king of the Mad Maxes.
No, I mean, like, he is Max. This is Mad Max, and it takes place in the same universe as 40K.
It damn well might as well. it just should, you
I'm
know?
gonna go with probably not, but why not?
Yeah, exactly. And now
just roll the dice on that one. Let's find out.
Now see, when I was first starting to play this game, I was like, okay, well, I'll just pump all of my shit into the turret. But actually, you want to use all of your weapons as much as you can, because no matter how good you do or how good you drive, there's always going to be dudes behind you and there's always going to be dudes in front of you. And these pipe bombs save my ass so many times, like...
Yeah, look how many guys are there.
Yeah, like, and then I just, like, throw some pipe bombs and some rocket launchers out, kill everybody. One of the systems that's... like encourages you to make different driving maneuvers is the armor system. So your armor, you will have armor. Ideally, you have armor on each side. I do not because of my weight limit, but ideally you have armor on every side of your car. Because when your armor runs out, you start taking damage to the core of the vehicle, and if you take enough core damage, that's when you die. But each armor, like, armor can't be restored within missions, and each time that a piece of armor is stripped, it's gone permanently. So sometimes you'll run into cars which only have front armor, so you can hit them from the back or the side. Sometimes you'll run into cars that have... And here I have to bungle around and figure out how to reverse. I'm like, how do I go into reverse?
So is the controller for the car like slot cars, like where you just kind of go forward and change lanes, or
yeah,
do you actually
like...
how much do you actually control the car?
You can select the speed and the lane that you're driving in. It even has like a little match speed button in case you want to match the speed of somebody else. Your car can get knocked around like this, but it'll eventually just go back into it'll go back into its own lane eventually.
Alright. Yeah, I mean it's real time with pause.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Also, you know, when is Games Workshop gonna give us a fucking Road Warriors-esque Blood Bowl game?
Yeah, Blood Bowl's also a really good
Warhammer Rocket League.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait, but there's already Blood Bowl.
Yeah,
what are you
Blood
asking
Bowl
for?
cars.
Oh, Blood Bowl of cars. I don't know if that works because this is already like Blood Bowl is already a football game. I don't know what you want. I don't know how to add the cars to that.
It's just
Same
like
way you did
Rocket
with
League,
Rocket
except
League.
you put Twisted Metal shit on them.
Yeah.
It's just Twisted Metal soccer. That's what we're asking for, Games Workshop, or literally anybody else.
This game would almost be more interesting to me if it were more like Twisted Metal, where it was about going around a open map rather than like going in lanes.
Yeah, I agree. Rage 2 and the Mad Max video game have a lot of stuff like that. That's pretty darn fun, but you still kind of have to drive on roads. Let's see here,
Oh,
they
God.
have the... Yeah, they have the you flipped over and you have to recover thing. Just had to waste a lot of the reward for this mission, unfortunately.
What's that car game? Is it called Carnage? That sounds right. I don't know. There's like a lot of sort of racing / shooting hybrid games, or there were for a while. They're kind of not anymore. But this is kind of an interesting take, being like more turn-based than a lot of the other ones.
It's actually similar to a game that I think a lot of people played, but not a lot of people really remember too much. Some people might, but it's called Convoy.
Yeah, I remember that game.
It's basically a top-down version of this game, except you're commanding like a squad of vehicles, so it's a lot more RTS-y than...
I don't know. That game felt way more like a FTL clone than this does, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I fully agree with that comparison, but other than it, I mean, it has cars in it. But I don't know.
it has cars that you can like customize their weapons and armor and stuff. It's semi-turn based in its shooting mechanics. It even has a squad system. If you happen to buy a contractor, you can control either car that you're using with.
And I've never actually played the...
Oh, is that guy gonna go off the...
Yeah,
but,
so... hang on, hold that thought for
yeah.
just a second. I want to point out in command mode, which is their pause thing that they call it, there is a fast forward button, so you can go like slightly faster while still watching the cool like slow motion explosions and stuff. That's one thing I really like about this game. You got to go all out with the explosions if you're gonna have a car racing game. Sorry, go on though.
But yeah, I've never played the tabletop version of this game, but I'll say that the whole real time with pause does make the game look a lot more intense and sort of fun.
Mm-hmm. Rather than like making it completely freeze, it just
yeah, it certainly helps with the presentation, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so here I screw myself over, actually. I complete this mission that wants me to get $250,000. Now, I was under the impression that he just wanted me to collect $250,000 for the mission, but no, he wanted me to collect it and then give it to him. So I can't actually purchase any upgrades here, which screws me over in the next mission.
Oh, good.
Whoops.
Yeah, that happens. You also so there's a bunch of different drivers you can be. I am currently a driver who is a brain in a jar, which means that when my car crashes, they can just download me to a different brain in a jar. That is called the tutorial mode. Every other driver in the game, if you blow up, your run is over. You cannot lose the mission.
Yes.
That's what I... What? Oh, okay.
Yes, the Eldar Soul Shards.
Yeah, brains in jars.
Can't let Slanesh eat you.
Yeah, see, here's one where I have to escort a vehicle, and it's kind of dumb. Like, the vehicle is kind of dumb, but it's not terrible just due to the system of the game. It's not like I'm... You do always have that escort mission feeling of you're too fast to keep up with him.
Oh, I hate that. That's the worst.
You can match speed with him, but you have to, like, get right next to him first, so...
Oh, shit.
And see, here I tell him to form up, which is nice, because he will speed up to catch up with me, but it'll take him a while, because my car is faster.
You saw my Mad Max ass speeding the hell away. Why wasn't it your first instinct to speed the shit up?
Yeah, exactly.
If you could floor it, why didn't you? This is fucking the apocalypse. Ain't no one on the road but bandits.
Well, yeah, but
outrun them.
What if he spins out and goes off that cliff?
Dude, that guy looks like a Scion car. It's like a little Scion.
Yeah, see, I'm escorting him through bandit territory. He's some kind of rich tourist somehow.
Are you gonna blow him up with the pipe bombs?
Yeah, he'll be fine. You know, I think his armor can take it.
Is this where you lose?
Yeah, it is. See, another thing that I really like about the systems of this game is that the shooting stuff isn't just like an RPG role, though. Like, if you've noticed, sometimes when I drop the pipe bombs, it'll get under some dude's tire. Like, right there, it'll get under his tire and just make him flip over and spin out, and it'll slow him down as well. So it's not just like RPG roles, like, oh, you hit pipe bomb, you deal 26 damage, congratulations, and that's it.
Yeah, I noticed that when you flinged a dude off a bridge on accident.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And of course, you can crash them into like obstacles and stuff if you ram them. That's another really cool thing. You know, so it's really like, other than Convoy, I don't have anything to compare it with. But if you're making a strategy-based car driving game, this is how to do it.
Yeah, apparently, right?
It's fun as shit.
Yeah. It is really fun, and I look forward to unlocking a lot of the other stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked anything because I haven't really played this long enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also run-based, and I haven't even finished one run, so I couldn't unlock anything if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's what happens when we try to...
Yeah.
That's what happens when we try to, like, do a new game each week. It's like, we only get to spend so much time with each game, so...
Yeah, but it does introduce us to a lot of cool shit, like, Void Bastards. I wouldn't have checked out if it weren't for this, and also this. I'm probably gonna check this out. This is cool as hell.
Yeah, Void Bastards was a really good one.
Yeah.
See, I failed that mission because I forgot that I took the armor off of my sides, and then I tried to ram somebody.
Yeah.
So, apparently he had something that was, not good.
Alright, well that's Dark Future. How do you feel about recommending it?
I'd probably recommend it, especially as somebody who is into Convoy. It's got that same feeling, but, you know, like, less of a top-down strategy graphics and more of, like, it gives you the visceral Mad Max feeling alongside the gameplay, you know?
Yeah. I feel like this game does a good job of showing you what it is, so...
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure people will be able to make their decision based on this video, I think.
And if you're into Warhammer or 40k, you can fill in one little page in your history book by playing it.
Yeah.
All right.
As you do.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and remember, as always,
stay beautiful.